Hey everyone, welcome back. This is the Talent Visa AI team. Today we're continuing our video series on how to write your own EB, 1A or O1 Talent Visa case for the US. No attorney needed. But before we dive in, we'd like to remind you that our team has been successfully helping professionals in the arts, education, science, business, and sports prepare their US talent visa cases for the past 4 years. In that time, we've received over 60 approvals, so follow the link, use the invite code, sign up on our platform, and we'll give you the opportunity to assess your chances for a US talent visa and develop a personalized case preparation strategy, which is the key first step when starting to put your documents together. Alright, let's get into the main part. Today's video is all about the association criterion. As a quick recap, in previous videos we covered writing the cover letter, describing your professional background and education, and one of the key US talent visa criteria, the award criterion. So today we're focusing on the association criterion. Let's start by logging into our system the usual way and get to work. As you may remember, we already have a case created in our personal account. Just a reminder, we have two interface languages available, Russian and English. We also have a guide section that walks you through what needs to be covered for each criterion you're claiming. Today we're working through the association criterion. And here we have a direct excerpt from an RFE showing exactly what the officer expects to see from you under the association criterion. It lists the documents you can provide to support this criterion. So let's take a look. The first document is proof of your membership in the association itself. This can be a certificate or a letter from the association confirming that you are or were a member. For sports, this could be membership on a national team in a specific sport. The second section we recommend dedicating to a description of the association itself, its goals and objectives, its credibility, any media coverage, notable partners or government organizations and institutions it's affiliated with. The next critically important section, and this is really the key one, is the requirement of outstanding achievements for membership candidates. This is the wording the officer will be looking for directly in the documents you provide. So the key phrase here is outstanding achievements, and please pay close attention to this point. Next, we need to explain who makes the decision on accepting new members. It's important to highlight this, and we recommend describing at least 3 specialists from your field who were involved in the decision to admit you as a member. An example of how to describe such a specialist within your case is also provided here. Try to put the emphasis on the achievements and experience of these professionals. And additionally, to demonstrate that the association is reputable and only accepts the best of the best. Try to highlight 2 or 3 current members from your field, again showing their awards and extensive professional experience in the specific area. Alright, let's head over to our case and start writing the association section. We'll also talk through what documents need to be provided. Let's go to the writing section. As you may remember, we already have the professional background description, the education section, and the awards section that we covered in previous videos. Now let's get started on the association membership. To get started, we need to add an association. Just a reminder, you can write any name here, simply to help you keep track of the number of entries within this criterion. You may have more than one association, so you can use any label here just to help you identify which section you are working on. Save that. Now let's move on to uploading the documents for the association criterion. We've already gone over what documents need to be provided. So let's get to it. We have a document upload section. When adding documents, remember that you need to provide the original, a translation into English if required, and of course the translator's sworn statement. Let's start uploading the documents. The first one, as we established, must be proof of association membership. So we'll start there. In my case, I have a membership certificate, so I'll upload that. It's already in English, so no translation needed. After uploading, I click Generate, and our first document is created. Then we move to the next section, where we'll upload another file. This one is dedicated to the association itself. Here you can upload a PDF page with a description of the association, its goals, mission, partners, and so on. Let's generate the second part of our section. Next up is the committee that makes decisions on admitting new members. We'll upload the relevant document, generate it, move on to the next one, and so on. We'll upload the charter, upload a document with, say, reputable association members from our field, generate it, and complete the file uploads. Alright, all our documents are uploaded. The first thing we need to do is confirm that all the documents we submitted were successfully loaded into the system. We had 5 documents, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all present and accounted for. Make sure to check the file names assigned by the system. For example, here it assigned the name Nikolai Orekov's profile, which I'm not happy with. Ideally, each exhibit name should be specific and individual, so here I'll just use the word commission. That said, I'd recommend using more descriptive names. For example, in English, you could write Commission on Admission to Association Membership. Same goes for the charter. And again, here's another one. Ilona's profile. That's not quite accurate either, so I'll update it to association members. Alright, all our documents are uploaded. The next step, as a reminder, is to click Create Draft. Our draft text is ready, and we move on to editing it. The criterion is labeled, the heading is there, and the first section covers the fact of association membership, stating that Ivan Ivanov is a member of the Eurasian Committee. The Union of Artists, with a confirming membership card number and dates included. I don't like this part here, so we'll just delete it and keep it as a simple statement confirming association membership. In this case, Exhibit 12 is redundant here. I'll select it, remove it from this spot, and move it. Actually, I won't bother moving it since Exhibit 12 is already referenced further down. Let's move on to the next section, a bit more on the membership itself. Keep it brief here, just describe the document that confirms your membership. If you have a letter that additionally confirms your membership in the association, you can insert a short quote right here with a reference to the specific document. For example, you might be wondering, why is there Russian text here? No big deal, we can simply select this section, click Enhance with AI, and tell it to translate the text into English. We hit Enhance and get the finished text. I like this version much better. And if you're referencing a specific letter here, don't forget to add a reference to the exhibit. Now let's move on to the next section, the description of the association itself. As you may remember, here we want to cover the association's goals and objectives, who it brings together, and what reputable organizations it works with. So let's review this text. If your English isn't strong enough to work with the text directly, remember you can always ask our system to translate it into Russian, work with the Russian version, and then convert it back to English. Let's take a look at the text. International association, I just write. Bringing together artists, art critics, masters, and other figures in the arts operating across Europe, Asia, and other regions. The association supports international collaboration and artistic exchange. Its mission includes advancing contemporary technologies for presenting and promoting creative career development. Now let's see what else we can add here. For example, I'd copy this text about them being award founders. More to come. So we've got some text taking shape. Just a reminder that our case is for an interior designer, so we need to make sure we add something here about the association bringing together interior design professionals specifically. Don't forget, every criterion should reinforce that everything ties back to your specific field. Masters, art critics, interior designers, architects, and other figures in the arts. Now let's translate the text into English. We get the finished text. There's our association description. Let's move on to the next section. This is the section covering the membership requirements for association candidates. Again, just a reminder, this is an educational channel where we walk through how to write a case. So the text here is in English. I'll translate it into Russian for you so it's easier to follow along and understand what we're describing. It says here that membership in the Eurasian Union is open. I'd actually cut that part. I'd change open to professionals in the field. And here I'd recommend the text we have here is quite general. I'd suggest making a specific reference to the relevant sections of the document we're citing. I'd write something like, in accordance with clause 4.1 of the Charter. Let's copy that of the association. Association members must be citizens who have reached the age of 18. Again, I'd recommend cutting this part. We're not doing a full quote here, so we can trim some of it. This part can be removed too. Moving on, per clause 2.4 of the regulations, the association's membership selection process is strictly regulated. And here we'll keep the governance structure section. The Presidium also reviews candidates' works, takes into account widely recognized outstanding achievements, and prepares and organizes exhibitions. We'll cut this part for now. There we go. We have our text. We can now translate this section into English. Great, the text is ready. I recommend bolding the key parts of what you write. Let's move on to the next section. This one covers how the selection process works. Here, we can highlight the Presidium and how the selection is carried out. So we now have the section on membership candidate requirements ready with the key documents highlighted. If you have any documents confirming that you submitted an application, provided your work samples, received feedback, or got recommendations from other association members in support of your membership application, I'd recommend including those documents here as well. But it's really important to focus specifically on the outstanding achievements requirement. The officer will be looking for the phrase outstanding achievements in the association criterion. Now we have two sections that haven't been filled in yet. Just a reminder that if for some reason the draft couldn't be generated, you'll see a prompt indicating that the relevant information needs to be added. Let's take a look. The next section covers the specialists and experts from the applicant's field who were involved in selecting the association member. Here we need to describe these candidates, so let's get started on this section. What should we have here? Ideally, we need a page from the association's website showing the Presidium, a document confirming the Presidium's composition, or perhaps meeting minutes listing the names of the people who made the decision to admit you as a member, as well as their profiles. I strongly recommend providing these so the officer can review the backgrounds of these specialists and verify that they are indeed from your field. I'll try to keep this section brief so as not to take up too much of your time. we'll copy the descriptions of a few specialists from the documents already uploaded to our case and put together a description. I'll grab the main details we need here. I'll just use the head of graphic design as an example. So we've copied the text from the documents we have on file, confirming the backgrounds and achievements of the individuals who made the membership admission decision. Here's what we got. We'll clean it up now by hitting the Refine button. And we have our finished text. I'd suggest removing the patronymic here, since middle names aren't used in the US. And just another reminder, in your case, this section should only describe specialists from your specific field. It can't be the case that you're an interior designer, but the people making the membership decision are exclusively fine artists. There should be interior designers among them, or at least a mention of that. I'm using these documents here purely as an example, but I want to make sure you keep that in mind. Let's move on. Let's take a look. The text here turned out quite long. I think we can trim it down. So we're left with this version of the text. I'd recommend highlighting the key points related to the achievements of these specialists. So we've highlighted the main points. The next section covers distinguished and recognized members of the association from the applicant's field. Just a reminder that we follow the same approach here. We need to show that the association brings together recognized professionals from your field. The key point is to demonstrate that membership isn't open to just anyone, but that the association only brings together the best of the best. So we'll take two as an example, just for the description. We'll grab them, paste them in, and translate into English. Just like before, we highlight the key points so the officer can clearly see that the association brings together recognized professionals in the applicant's field. And there we have it. Let's scroll back to the top. We now have a complete description for the association criterion. We've covered each of the sections. Let's hit save. I recommend doing this periodically to make sure everything is recorded. Now let's go to the final review section and see where our case stands. So we have the main body of text on the right. On the left, we can see the exhibits for each criterion. And finally, we can export our complete case and see how it looks. Our petition is ready to download. Let's see what we've got. The document is already 140 pages. The cover letter looks great. Page numbers are in place. The professional background description is there. Evidence for each criterion is included, and the award criterion description is present with references to all the relevant documents. The award criterion description is there. The association section we just put together is there too. Membership requirements, everything that needs to be covered is written out. Then comes the exhibit list where all our documents are listed. Then come the cover pages for each section. The professional biography is included here with 2 specific documents. Each document has its own title page. This is Exhibit 1 with the corresponding document, Exhibit 2 with the corresponding document, and translation. Then come the documents for Criterion 1. Now let's see what we managed to upload for Criterion 2. Let's go to that section and take a look. And here we have the page dedicated to the association criterion, listing all the exhibits we uploaded. Exhibit 11 is the membership certificate, and so on. All documents are attached. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you once again not to submit documents in screenshot format. Please always export pages by printing and saving as PDF, so they come out in this clean format. And with that, we've completed the association criterion section. To finish up, I'd like to mention some important updates to our service that you can now use for your own case. Let's head over to the case page and take a look. We now have a document analysis feature. Here you can upload your documents and get recommendations on how to strengthen them. Let's upload the award confirmation as an example. Our document is uploaded and we can run the analysis. The results are ready. I'd like to mention that for analyzing each document under each criterion, we draw on our extensive experience and expertise, built entirely on the practical results of our work. So this isn't just a generic AI, it's a system that uses a real knowledge base to analyze your documents. We get a breakdown of the document, and of course, a list of documents we need to provide for this specific criterion and award. Use this to strengthen your case. And that's a wrap for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Just a reminder to use our service for preparing your own US talent visa case for EB1A or O1. Follow the link in the description, grab your invite code there and enter it when you sign up. Thank you for your attention. Please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. It helps spread the knowledge and lets other people and professionals know how to prepare their own case quickly and easily. See you next time. Our next video will cover how to describe the media publications criterion. See you soon.